What do you got going on right now? Do you have a restaurant, some food trucks? Give me the lowdown there.
Yeah, so I just recently sold I had Rose Hill Beer Garden I had for years that I built, that place was my baby. I built that from scratch. So
Okay.
out here in Cyprus, I took, where I live here in Houston, I found this almost 3-acre plot of land. I always had this idea. I didn't want to open up a restaurant. So I wanted to do something cool, like an ice house with food trucks. Back then when I started, that was like the thing. Now you see them all over the place. So this was maybe like 10 years ago. And now I was the first one in Houston. It was actually the biggest beer garden in the state of Texas when we first opened up for a few years. But anyway, so yeah, I had like 8 food trucks. I had it was a barn. They had a bar, and we had stages for live music, over a course of 3 acres. And so after about 7 years or 8 years of having it, I just sold it last year because it was getting too busy, and you know how it is in the restaurant industry. And it was just me. And I had like 20 employees, but it was a lot to keep up with. We did really, really good. We were very successful, but I wanted to do other things and spread my wings a little bit. And so I felt like that was the best way, is trying to get from underneath that so I could open up other ventures and be able to. But I still have all my trucks. I have Eddie's Burgers, which is a craft burger place. Rose Hill Tacos is where I do like these crazy tacos, like bulgogi bean tacos and things like that. So not just your traditional tacos. And then I have a barbecue. Obviously, I do the barbecue as well. And so we're going to be opening up a barbecue place here in Houston in the summer.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's called Taste My Meat.
I love some good barbecue, man.
No,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So I actually have. Let's see. This sounds so great. You'll appreciate this. I own like 12 smokers.
Oh yeah.
So I have 2 J&R Oilers.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
I have 2 of those, and then I have like custom pits. I mean, like huge Texas style pits that I've collected, and like my wife's like, "You have a problem?" I'm like, "No, I do not. I don't have a problem."
Oh no, that's awesome. I think that there's so much you can do with barbecue too. I mean, a lot of what I do is trying to pair traditionally smoked meats with different international flavor profiles.
Yeah.
And we just filmed it yesterday, a jerk chicken recipe. And I know you got some Caribbean roots and you used to go down there all the time. What's your favorite what's the secret to jerk chicken in your mind?
Yeah, so my wife is Jamaican. So
wow.
Yeah, my wife is Jamaican. So that's how, and my first food truck was called the Caribbean Grill, because when I met my wife, I had never had or heard of jerk chicken or like escabeche fish, all these Caribbean, like specifically Jamaican dishes. And I'll never forget, we had been together like 2 years, and she took me to Jamaica, and her aunt owns a restaurant there. And I bit into that jerk chicken. And I was like, holy crap, where has this been my whole life? It was just an explosion of
It's all
flavors.
over, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, you could taste the Bob Marley in the chicken. As soon as I took that first bite, I was like, yeah, man. But the kid and I perfected how to make it. I would go back to Jamaica and basically kind of like stage in her restaurant. And so I picked up a lot of the flavors and learned the cuisine. And so I opened up a truck that was based off of that. But the key to a good jerk chicken is a couple of different things. I would say the scotch bonnets, green onions, and then obviously they call it pimento seeds. So authentic Jamaican is made with pimento wood, but we can't get pimento wood, here in the States. But the allspice is what we call it, that you kind of put into the mix is what gives it that unique kind of fragrant type of vibe to it.
And then it's always like cooked over open fire. There's that char aspect to jerk chicken too.
Yeah, really jerk chicken is supposed to be, people think that jerk chicken is more of a grill, like, high and fast. But real jerk chicken is cooked very low and slow. So in Jamaica, they cover their coals to where it's not actually direct heat. So the chicken cooks really, really slow. And then, all the fat starts to run down and it starts to slowly caramelize. And so that's how I learned how to make great jerk chicken.
That's awesome.